Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Will the phone ever load up? Hopefully we are indeed on. I'll find out as soon as I can. Someone's had a wee comment already. Hello. Is it ever gonna bloody load? Come on you come. There we go. If I practice right. Save the playlist. Live streams done. And click into it. And hopefully. Yep, I can hear myself. Turn the volume down. Harry is in the house. Hello, Harry, mate. Right, what are we doing? Bum 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 bum. How are you, Harry? All good? Right, create room. What are we up to today? Load. And if I practice, there we go. I punched in yesterday for a wee while. I'm gonna have minimum driver rating as A. Yes, we'll see how it goes. We'll probably have to open it up to everyone as usual. But we'll see. I punched into rain. I jumped in yesterday, not planning to stream or anything, just to have a wee half hour. See if anyone was running a practice race, and rain was running one. Oh my goodness, it was fucking like a top split lobby. Right, that should be her hopefully ready to go. No idea where they're getting the time from, even when I feel like I'm getting a good lap. The chicane's possible flat, very risky flat, but it's definitely possible. But I couldn't be losing the time that I am losing just because of the chicane. They're just slightly faster the whole way around the track. I would assume they were hauling ass big time. We will be very lucky if we get many people hopping in. I suspect we'll have to have a reboot and open them settings up. Number 2. Yeah, those boys were like a very low 55, was it? A couple of times. Some of them into a 54, and Killian was in the room. He bagged in 54 second. Left for qualifying. It was ridiculous, the pace. And what I'm saying about running it all to the rear, Ren says to me before I left as well that he's running it either 2 or else 3 during the race. So working through our tyres quicker than the Emirates as well, because I was running at 3 the other day and the tyres ended up hitting us. I'm hoping to get into a 45. That would be me happy. As I say, no idea how those boys are getting a low 45. Brake lights flashing. Couple of prity patches and that lot. We're definitely capable of sneaking in to the 45s. But when you see what the fast guys are doing, my goodness, we're still a mile off the pace. Bum, 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 bum. We need to change the time as well on it. Create room, load settings, boom, boom, boom. And it was 5 o'clock, if I remember correctly, right. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh dear, no lighter, no lighter. Pretend I don't live in it. Sunshine will wash my blues away. Where did the bottle of gas go, honey? Any ideas? No, you're wrong. It's here. I don't know, that's where I found it last time. That's how I was able to refill all the lighters. I'm bringing this over with me too because I need a bit of tobacco. Rolling out, set me back in a minute. Bought a boat and I sailed off in it. Don't think anybody's gonna miss me anyway. Mine's on a permanent vacation. The ocean is my only medication. Wishing my condition ain't ever gonna go away. And now how the bloody hell? Let's see what these up. Right. Nice. See what you're up to. Will it ever get open? And a nice big pouch of tobacco on. Look at that. There's a free lighter with a tobacco delivery. Let's tell them that we're alive. With a thanks for joining me, everyone. That's all they need to know at the moment. We are alive. There's no need to get in touch with Mr. Sony PlayStation. Anything about a paradise, and now I'm knee deep in the water somewhere. Anyone out on track? Haven't knows yet. Shows all of that plays Mr. Turismo. Everybody loves somebody sometime. Everybody falls in love somehow. Does he survive the death chicane? Everybody's free, feeling. I don't know why I love you, but I do. Boom, 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 boom. I know I'm lonely, and that you're lonely too. I don't know why I love you, but I do. I'm driving back on time. Just got my license back, I got this feeling my best friend is coming up the track. I'll ask polite, cause the devil needs a ride, because the angel on my right and hanging out with me tonight. I'm driving past your house while you were sneaking out. I got the car door opened up so you can jump in on the run. Your mom don't know what you were missing. She'd be pissed if she could see the parts of you that I've been kissing, screaming, no, we're never gonna quit. Ain't nothing wrong with it, just acting like we're animals. No, no matter when we go, cause everybody knows we're just a couple of animals. We were parked up behind. We're sitting in the back and we started getting busy and she whispered what was that? JJ is in the house. Hello, young man. How are you? What have you been up to? You should have stayed in that there rain room the other night when you jumped in. He restarted the race for you. That was some room as well, JJ. My goodness. How are you anyway, young man? All good. Right, pull the chair in. What sort of times are you doing around here, JJ? Are you easily getting in to them 45s? I'm struggling to get in to those 45s. Again, we'll go out with a thanks for joining me, everyone, and make your way to track, please. Starting soon. JJ is in the house. I believe I can fly. I believe. You're good, but your cat is asleep on your arm at the minute, so you can't race now. You need to put the foot down, JJ. You need to put the foot down. I know that there's an order of things in the house, but you are the boss of the cat. So you are. I'm sure you'll be allowed to tell the cat what to do. Just bark at him or growl at him. I'm good. Home for another wee bit of practice, as usual. I hope that there might have been some dailies that looked like it was going to tap me on. I bounced on my second account to start off with, just in case there was any dailies that I fancied, but no. Right, let's get ourselves ticked in. Attention please, because JJ Balding, that's a Jack Balding. Make a radar track please, you're holding up the whole damn lobby. You don't want to get her up, you're struggling here. You're doing low 46s, that's what I'm doing as well, JJ. I do not know, and like, when I do a flat 46, it feels like there's not a lot of time left there for me to make. Maybe if I just nailed the ballocks out of the chicane, there might be another, 2 or 3 tenths. But not sure where they're getting over a full second on me. Mr. Cook will handle the last call. Last call, not in, can't win. As Mr. Cook is stuck. No, he got himself in. There we go. Start qualifying. Boom, boom. No guilty feelings. You're not even that much faster on the pad as well. I would imagine you probably are getting into the 45s. I'm struggling to get into the 45s. If I want a mid 45, I'm going to have to hit really lucky with a bit of slipstream. As I say, I feel like I'm doing a good lap. Oh. Just hold your line, sir. If you're not sure where people are. Oh my goodness, what is going on? That's good awareness from him, but he didn't just drive on. What is Mr. Mudblaster doing as well? Attention please. I'm not sure what Mr. Mudblaster's doing. Get out, sir. Right, now. I thought he just had poor awareness. He didn't, he had very good awareness. He knew everywhere I was going. It was all done on purpose. Could you believe that's it? We started the day with a kick up the bum hole of someone who came along to play and have a bit of fun. We've Mr. Mudblaster in as well before, I believe. Rain is in the house. Hello, Rain. You're not Mudblaster. Get away, Rain. What were you doing? I thought you were in to have fun. You were trying to get me slip. Get away! You're trying to get me slip on the outlap. Here, do you want this very extra slow slipstream? Was that you, Ren? Oh, you fucking... What were you doing? You just... I thought you were here to have fun with me. Right. Having a... Oh my God. The guilt now. The guilt. I may never ever be allowed back in to practice with Ren and his fast friends. Oh dear. I didn't even realize it was you, Ren. If I'd have knew that shit was you, I'd have started playing bumper cars with you. Trying to hold you up so you wouldn't go on your own. I thought you were just trying to have a bit of fun. Oh my God, the guilt. The guilt. I wonder, could we just pretend to lag out? We could pretend to lag out and have to reboot the room. How mad are you at me, Red? How many sad faces? Sam's in the house as well. Hello, Sam. I kind of want Ren back in. Oh, what was the name of that guy as well? Mud Blaster is Ren. Mud Blaster is Ren. For God's sake. Ren says, you showed me your true face. Oh no, live on stream. This is how Scotty treats the people who join his lobbies, the fast guys who join the lobbies to try and help Scotty and give him tips. This is how he treats them. If you want me, you tell me. If you want me to pretend that all these guys in the room that have suffered a lag out, I'll go and restart a new room. Would you like me to do that? What do I think, Ren? Can I go on with no guilt, or will we have to make a new lobby? The guilt at the moment is too much. I need a book to help me remember who guys are. You'll find yourself another practice act. Would you like me to reboot? Tell me if you would like me to reboot. If you say the words, I will reboot. After politely apologising to all the other guys in the room and asking to send the letters to Ren, if they didn't mind. What did we end up doing there anyway? JJ wants a reboot. What's JJ in there at the minute? No, that's not even JJ. If it's not too much hassle, it would be nice. There we go. He's fired that guilt. He's done a JJ Balding trick live on stream. He's put a wee sad face on the end of his hook and he's fired it in my direction. And we just hopped in yesterday as well in the badass practice lobby with him. We were a mile off the pace, but it was like a top split lobby. And there we go. He's hit me with the guilt. Apologies to the rest of the people who are going, who just nailed the qualifying lap of 47.3. I haven't nailed about that anyway, is it? My goodness, what has happened there in qualifying, boys? That's ridiculous. JJ's here as well. What's happened to you in qualifying? He done a DNF. I'm DNFing too. It wasn't a top split. It was some very, very fast guys. I'll tell you that much. There was one. I'll tell you what, but I didn't get last. I wasn't the slowest guy in the room. I had a good race with a guy. Whenever you had your incident and I passed you, and then you get back by me and that other guy who was back there, we got into a wee race back and forth. I tried passing him 2 or 3 times, but then I couldn't get away from him. He was on my ass, so I swapped it over and tried nudging him on, but we just couldn't get back in on the pace. It was a hell of a fucking lobby. The lap times were frightening. It was a world tour lobby. Let's try to fool them. There might be some of them who's actually in watching us, but we'll fool them into thinking that we've lagged out and we'll just turn into the wall, and that we froze, so we've had to reboot. We'll have to try something just to lower that guilt, because there's going to be guilt now. We can't help the guilt no matter what happens. Oh my god, look at that. And then the two guys behind me are clearly thinking to themselves, Scotty Seniors had a lag out problem. And we'll quickly exit out, and then the whole fucking room goes down. Oh my god, the guilt. Please, if you're going to complain, direct it towards Ren. Well, much appreciate all those. Right. Load settings. Load that back up. That was awful. The amount of guilt now, I don't know what was worse. Feeling guilty for Ren or guilty for everybody else now in the lobby there. Fixed room, yes. And again, I'm going to open that shit up because I don't want to be lonely and on my own. Everything else. No, the time of day needs changing to 5 o'clock. Will you see, Ren will have found himself a better lobby now. Ren will be like, no Scotty, it's okay, I'm in a badass world famous lobby. I know, there's some, the guilt. I hate it. That's one of the worst things about this game. JJ fucking tortures me with it. Now here's Ren is copying JJ. Sad faces are on the way to me. He'll maybe get into the race this time, and he'll be stuck in the pits on his own. There he is, back in the house anyway. Mud Blaster could be. I'll have to remember that Mud Blaster is Ren. I thought to myself, who is this guy? Not wanting me to get past him straight away. I think Ren was maybe just trying to have a wee joke and test me, and now Ren knows that if you test me in the wrong way, we shall call you to the manager's office immediately. What am I doing here anyway? We want to have a nosy at your profile. A new account. I wonder if he made this new account just for me. Is that why it was made? Tell me it is anyway, even if you didn't, even if it's not the reason. Get into the chat and tell me. Yes, it was made just for you. 4 replays already saved. You've had 4 badass. A time trial. All time. He's a time trialist. He's a time trialer. Right, again, we'll go out with a thanks for joining me, everyone. That's all I need at the moment. We're alive. Ren, why are you still in there saying that I'm a big bully? No way. You should be in there like throwing hamburgers and fries, chocolate and ice cream my direction. Scotty is a hero. Ren's hero is a man from Belfast with the name of Scotty. Yeah, I think JJ is on the wheel. He was saying earlier. Jesse, what are you doing? You're in there winding people up. I just miss shit in the chat now, Jesse. You're making the chat worse for me. Just telling him off for treating you bad. That's shocking. Jesse's giving Ren the back up there. with a capital. Nasty bit of work. Yep. I'm gonna have to have no comment on that one. Right, again, out with a thanks for joining me. Oh, thanks for joining me. 18 seconds. No, thanks for joining me, everyone. With a make your way to track plays starting soon. Attention please. And I can tell you now already, hot favourite is Mud Blaster. Mud Blaster is my hot favourite. A very low, or what was it? A very low 45. I think, and Killian got a 44. It was ridiculous. And there's me nailing myself a lap that almost was a 46 flat. And I was like, oh, where does that put me? Not last. That's what the brain thought. Not last. You're not last. It's absolutely fine. Is Jesse told JJ off as well? Is Jesse just in here the day to cause trouble? Is that what Jesse's doing? JJ, I absolutely do not enjoy telling you off, but sometimes it needs be. Fucking lasso her, JJ. Lasso her! Wait to see, we'll get a full room now maybe, and it won't let us start with Mr. Turismo. Again, we don't need any rules out, we just need a thanks for joining me, everyone, and make your way to track plays starting soon. Attention please, get all GR4 competitors. That's all GR4 competitors, make your way to track plays. The race will be commencing shortly. He does, I'll give him that. JJ does think he has ways wee crying faces. But he doesn't. He's not got me. He's maybe got you wrapped around his finger. He's not got me. No way. You were talking about when she told you off in Red Dead. I've give up telling you off. So I just go like that with my character now. He pulled me off my horse 10 times in a row as a job's about to start, and everyone pulls away, and then I just give up and turn around and just go. That's all that needs to be said. The thumbs up and the thumbs down. Benson is in the house. Hello Benson, how are you, sir? Hopping in, Benson. There's Prima Rans in the house as well. There's a couple of spots still open. Again, out with a thanks for joining me, everyone. And make your way to track please starting soon. Let's hope Gran Turismo will let us bloody have a race. At least you guys can what, Desi? What are you saying? You can turn me off as well. You just have to fire me a dirty look. That's like a mute button. What'd you say? Just for one of her looks, and I'm just like, no, just daydreaming, talking to myself. Who? Why are you typing Benson out? No. Why? What'd he do? Yes, no problem, Benson. Bit of work to do. Right. I always miss that chat anyway. I'm not going to feel really guilty for missing a lot of it during the race. We'll try and catch a wee bit here and there. Attention please, attention please. Could the people not on track please go to track? This is a final call. I repeat, this is a final call. Will the people who are not on track make your way to track, please? Immediately. Ah, that's right, Sunday. I know. We thought to ourselves we were going to have a cup of coffee with Benson, showing us how to haul ass in the daily races or on this game, doing something. But no, he let us down. He let the side down. We can't rely on Benson to join us with a stream on Sunday mornings. I promise this week. He says he promises this week. So this Sunday we are going to get to find out if Benson is worth listening to when he makes a promise. He says last week he didn't promise it last week, so it's different. We know that he talks a bit of shit and he can let you down sometimes, but this time he's made a promise. Does it mean anything? Find out on Sunday. Check the man out on YouTube if you want to see how you go that fast. Check him out Sunday morning. He's promised. He's promised. Right, one person not making it that day. Start qualifying. No guilty feelings. He's been there for a while. At least I'm ticked in. That's the important thing. I promise it right now. There's a downward dog precision. Right, and we're on to. How many pit parties was there? Oh, Mr. Turismo was looking not too bad. No pit parties in the background at the moment. Well done, Mr. Turismo. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? What's he doing? Is he trying to deliberately make me have cold tires? What we call this agent into the office? How bad is my memory? You're gonna have me starting on cold tires and we'll ram you off in the first corner, this time in our brakes. Is this what your tactic would be? You're thinking to go and find a big bit of space. You were out early there too, but a lovely load of space. There's JJ. If JJ thinks we're having a plan back here, oh! Oh, how embarrassing, live on stream. JJ Balding sorts out Ren. Go on, JJ, on the outlap. My goodness. Very good, JJ. Oh dear. It's an open room as well. In terms of the levels here, we'll be very lucky, Ren, if we even get a lot, but we're not catching any of them. I want to start on your ass if I can, please, sir. Make sure I'm in the slip. Nah, avoid the brakes work in the first corner. line was that? What sort of line is that? Oh, someone's lunging. Both of us. And there we go. It was done and dusted. It ended up an alright lap for us. You'd be better going from the start, but do you not think you'd be better going from the start? Trying to get away, especially in a room with any level allowed in. We could have been out there at the front. Thank goodness we had a bit of awareness there, and just like that, hopefully Prima Ryan drives past us and thinks to himself, my goodness, that Scotty Senior guy has very good awareness. I'll tell all my fast friends about him. Couple of pieces of a race car for Bobby, the flag marshal. 15 on. Hello gentlemen, thank you very much for hopping in. Sam says you can take the chicane flat every time. Sam, you are some badass driving there, mate, if you're hitting that flat every time. I know it is possible flat for sure. We've done it a couple of streams ago just for Harry, whenever he missed it 3 times in a row, and we bounced into the high Hyundai just to show him how to do it flat, and we've done it on our third try. It is possible, but I don't think you guys will maybe be doing it in your qualifying lap. Sam will be starting from pole position or last. Sam will either survive the dead chicane and stick in a badass lap, or he'll die and start from the back. Is that your tactic in qualifying, Sam? You're going all out 100% in that chicane? I think I'll just try and I'll risk it. We're going to get 2 laps at it. I think I'll just go from the start, try and hit my own lap. If I get down to a 46 flat, a 46.1 on my own, then unless I find some extra pace between now and going, then we'll be happy with that. Right, Ryan sticks it on pole with a 45.8. They're not spectacular times, but at all. Ren was banging in 45.2s, 45.3s, I think, in that lobby the overnight. And then that Killian guy came in, and just like that, it was a 44 that was needed for pole. 44.8. Right, let's move the brake balance 3 to the rear, and then we'll just try to leave it there, get the rear bar back on, see what we're doing. How long can I cling with them for? Oh, oh, thank goodness. I'm glitching. Let's hope that doesn't ruin any of the races. Oh, the slipstream's gone. Come on, man. Don't you worry. Not sure what has happened to JJ either. I thought we did have JJ in this room at some point. Right. Can we cling to him a wee bit and stop him driving away so damn quickly on us? The line he takes through here, see the way he drifts way there, and then around that one he's way there. That's clearly faster. Clearly, when you watch all the top 10 guys as well, whenever they're on this track, it is the way they're going. I just really am struggling with that line. It feels so unnatural. seconds. Breaking away so fast. I mean, it's making me feel like I'm slower because I'm trying to push hard as well, and I'll be going through my tires quicker than if I was lifting and coaching and stuff. It does make you wonder, well then why try? Why are you trying so hard? I know. I'm not sure why I'm trying so hard. I reckon the tires by the end of this race will be struggling on them. Right. 6.9, 6.8. Let's see if we can slow that down a bit. We just a smooth lap. And we go. No rush. Just take the right axis. It's more like the line that they use and then they're going out wider. Sam's in that BMW. Sam must like that BMW, and that's again if he's hitting that flat and hard tires consistently. Seconds and 6 laps. God, man. Questions are starting to be thrown about in the back of the paddock. Is Ren a hacker? Has he just got a more powerful engine than everybody else? Sunrise of the fire in the sky, never been so happy, never felt so high, and I think I might have found. See, that's more my lane there. I like to get a nice apex here, and then the rest of the corner feels really easy. It's strange. It's one of the only. It's one of the only corners in the whole game. In fact, I can't. Now I'm trying to think, is there other corners where it just doesn't feel natural to take a certain line? I can't think of any. I think that is one of the only lines on the actual game that for me, when I'm watching, the guys doing it. If you'd have told me that that was the fast line to go, if someone had that section and says, okay, Mr. Scott, draw the fast line through that section, I would not be drawing the line that is the fastest. I would be drawing a much more narrower bit on the initial left-hander into it and staying in a bit tighter. Just feels like it feels right, and it's clearly not. Whenever we nail our line and someone else nails their line, you can see quite clearly the drive they have is much better. I'm already, my brain is already, I don't want it. I do not want it. 4 laps left to go. Could we have a race with somebody? What, is there anything left to learn at all for us? I don't think there is. I really don't think there is. I think the most we can learn, rain, you continue hauling ass, sir, because rain is in the Jag as well. Can we learn anything from watching you? And we'll have ourselves a wee smoke. Show me what I'm doing wrong. Right. Fuck me, man. Consistently. In 45s, that's not even qualifying. Like, that was a poor lap for him. Hopefully he'll be back into the 45s now to show us how it's done on slightly worn tyres. A taste of second gear he's having there. Big chunk of that one, and no chunk of that one. I feel like a chunk of that one is nice whenever you get it, but any real fast laps that I've seen have not incorporated a chunk of that the way I take it. Consistently in there 45s, even in the race trim. Sean is in the house. Hello, Sean, sir. Thanks for hopping in, Sean. Nice to see you. We're trying to learn something. I don't know where I'm losing the damn pace. That didn't look particularly tidy. If this is a 45, even watching it, I'm not sure where I'm losing the time. And a chunk of that one too. It is. A 45.8. That didn't even look like a clean lap. That looked like it was scruffy through that chicane and all there. I know sometimes hard to tell because you're watching it and we might not be seeing exactly the smoothness as what he's driving it, just because of it can be like that when you're spectating someone in all racing games. He's confident taking a big chunk of that every time. He's still no interest in that apex either. I maybe need to stop trying to take a chunk of that apex. Again, it doesn't even look as smooth or as fast as me going through that. My line looks, and my brain tells me your lines are way smoother than that, but it's slower. Again, through the chicane. A bit of this. The chicken of death, it does, and it'll be hard enough on the hard tires. I'm definitely struggling with a wee bit more tire wear than that. And yet watching him drive, he's using gears that should mean, like he's taking a touch of second gear there. That should mean slightly more tire wear than what I'm getting and stuff. But even though he looks like he's driving it more aggressive, he's doing actually better on his tires. Oh, he went for a chunk of it that time. How did you find that chunk? Did you only take that chunk because I was talking about that chunk? It feels nice, isn't it? It's a nice apex to just skim the wall. Yeah, I know. I need to start taking that line for sure. As I say, I know it's faster. I can see when you're in front of me. I can see that until you're pulling on me. Even whenever I nail my line, until we get around out of the S's, that's if I'm still in the slipstream, I'll start bringing it back in. It's clear to see that it's the line to take. We are just not hitting that there consistently as well, especially as the tire bar starts to win as well. I end up feeling like we're always needing to lift off, and then it feels slower. I'm not really sure how much slower it is whenever you do have to lift off in order to stay on the track, because they're drifting right out, especially on the right-handed bit. On the right-handed bit, they're drifting because they're so far out. On the initial left-hander, they're having to drift out a lot wider on the right-hand bit, and then the final bit of it, when I'm in their position, I usually have to have a lift in order to not drive off the track. On the exit of it, I usually always need a wee bit of a lift. Can't believe we kicked her in either. The start of the stream, we were like, right, first race of the day, and then we seen him slowing down in front of us, and every time we tried to pass him, he moved over, and we were like, some boys wanting to have fun with me in my very first race of the day. As soon as we try and drive out on track, we're like, right, come here, we're not gonna deal with that sort of shit today. Straight into the office, boom, out he went. Then we looked at that chat, and it was fucking rain. And the sad faces and the guilt started entering the head. What was that overall for you? It'll be a 21-minute race, and some more like, if we manage just to dip into those 21s, it might be a half decent run for us. Or no, we should get in the M21 surely. Never been so happy, never felt so high, and I think I might have found my own kind of paradise. You didn't even know you're trying to copy you, and you're just too slow. That was a good run. You think that was a good run? Let's have a quick look at the overall times. I came to watch you whenever I left, sir, just to see what your times and stuff were. Really, really impressive. I'm struggling just to get into 45 and qualifying. I'm going to need a bit of slipstream. You're consistently in the M45s, even in the race. Scary speed. And even though when I'm watching you, you look like you're more aggressive on your tyres, but yet I'm using my tyres more than you are. But you look like you're going down into second gear in places that I don't. You're just a bit more aggressive. You have the car sliding on the way into the fourth corner. You have that back end out and stuff. Yes, what was the overall race results? Overall time of 21:17. Well, I would like to think, if Ren thinks that's a badass time, I would say my pace, a badass race for me, would maybe be close to 21.5 minutes in. Hope to get into the 21:30 somethings anyway. Would you like another practice at the same one, boys? I do have the other 2 rounds here as well, Group 4. The Sardinia one we're going to try, or the Bathurst one, if any of you want to mix it up a bit. Or we're going to continue here. Coyote's in the house. Hello, Scotty. Your tyres were out faster because you're way too much steering in the corners. Just need to be smoother. Too much steering in the corners. We've got more feedback now. Benson told us to change the settings. I'm enjoying how I don't have any slack there at all now. It's a lot more tiring on the arms. Like, you can always feel some kind of force feedback there. But I am enjoying it a bit better. Like, you can see me turning into a 90-degree corner like it's a hairpin. Poor form. My goodness. A 90-degree corner. Like, what one? Any particular? Or it's just all of them? All round? I'm just... Let me go out and tell me what I'm doing wrong. Because I'm not feeling like I'm taking 90-degree corners like hairpins. I feel like lines that I'm taking different is around this next one. He was taking a huge big chunk of that. I usually don't, and around this I always usually trying to take a chunk of that. He seems to be avoiding that, maybe giving him better drive on the way out. And then around here I like to try and hog the life out of that. Like, that's a nice line for me there. That's me hitting my line that I like hitting pretty good. That felt pretty smooth for me there. Should have got on the bar a bit earlier there, just about. And this one's a wee bit tricky. Sometimes you just nail this one and it feels nice. That felt alright. That didn't feel bad at all. Sometimes we feel a wee bit slow, like we've slowed down too much. Felt reasonable, smooth. Didn't feel like I had the wrong line or anything there. Possibly could have nailed that line. Need to hack that a lot more after watching them. Right, and we'll try. Right, we'll need to just forget about our line and try their line. If they accelerated this one, we'll lose the clan and then they're drifting away out there. See, I always end up needing a wee lift off around this here section whenever I try and nail that line. The other line's a lot more consistent for me. Although when there's guys on the ass area, it means that you're probably annoying them. They're probably behind you and you're on the brakes slightly earlier than what they're on the brakes and stuff, and on the gas a wee bit later, and then you're just holding them up. It can get you into a spot of bother. Certainly wouldn't like to be holding people up there for too long, because they would just lose the patience and send a wild one. Mr. Sparks is in the house. Remember, the chicane is flat. Honestly, are you guys hitting that, and top split user hitting that flat? It doesn't matter what car you're in. Every time. I know it can. I know it's possible. We'll go out now and try and hit it flat. It's possible, but fuck me, we're not surviving. We're not surviving a whole race of hitting it flat. Maybe if we were in the Corvette, but I was still. I would doubt that in the Corvette, just because on the hard tires. The chicane's flat out right. That's just down the first lap, and that's a sort of chunk Ren's taken out of that one, and then totally missing that curve. Ren, thanks for hopping in, sir, to whip my ass as usual. Right, let's go for it flat. Well, the brain has told the foot it's not allowed to lift. Will the foot listen? Be all about that entry and that turning. Right, move your eyes, look where you're going, turning at it. No, she doesn't want to turn there. The foot was brave. It had a lot of courage. It didn't stay down. But that's like millimetre perfection needed there for me. A wee lift, definitely preferable there. Try turning in slightly earlier than you think, and a little flick to the right to get you through it. Right, let's throw out a thanks for joining me, everyone, and I make your way to track, please, starting soon. Attention, please. Attention, please. Get all GR4 competitors. That's all GR4 competitors. Make your way to track, please. Who's in that member list? Let's have a nosy. 27 libraries. Nothing there for us to have a nosy at. JJ's still here. Benson's still here. Phantom is in the house. To the office, Mr. Phantom, with your 33 libraries. of which 3 was too damn sexy to keep to himself. And there they are. There's nothing that I ain't gonna dive on. Mr. Boosty, have you anything for us? 31 libraries, nothing there for us to nosy at. We'll nosy at you. Mozzie, I think we've had Mozzie in before. Rings a bell. Nothing there to have a nosy at. And the last one, there'll be nothing there either. Yeah, no problem, Mr. Sparks. We'll hang about and wait on you. No rush. Although letters of complaints from lobby racers who are sitting here waiting. There's a complaint already, Mr. Proper. No, I thought that was a lever. That's a joiner. But yes, feel free to complain and send those places and messages to Mr. Sparks about the hold up in proceedings. I'm sure he may well send compensation your direction for the waste of your personal time. Harry's in the house as well. Hello, Harry. All you need is love. A quarter lift. All you need is love. A quarter lift. That's Harry's new entry sign. Was there anybody out on track that day that was just looking absolutely spectacular? Mr. Racing was out that day, and you can see straight away a big red face. He's turned up here in bog standard livery, and you can't hide shame and embarrassment. Look at that face. My goodness, it's bright. There's Benson, I think, is that standard too? That's looking a wee bit standard. I'm not sure if it is standard, but that is looking like he's a wee bit of a red face there. I think that probably is bog standard. On we go. Another bog standard one. There is a lot of red faces. That looks bog standard to me as well. It could be just a yellow one, but it's a very standard yellow one. If it is, Phantom was out. It's not bog standard, I don't think. It's certainly not bog standard. It's green, but it's a pretty plain. JJ Balding was out, and there was no red face on the young man this evening in his own library. And there's a badass one in the pits. There's a nice Monster Energy one with a camouflage gear, Mr. Proper, out looking well. If it wasn't for the livery I have on, that would be my sexiest one so far. Looking well, sir. Mr. Sparks was in the house. Don't tell me Mr. Sparks, the top splitter, showed up in a bog standard one. No, that's not bog standard. He's definitely picked himself a library there. He hasn't died, and there's a big smile on his face. You can't, as well as the shame and embarrassment in the big red face, not being able to hide that, you can also not hide a smile so big. What you do? Turn up in your own library, or at least a sexy looking one. Harry, what was Harry in? Harry's out. How are we looking today, Harry? A wee splash of green, as usual. Harry likes a bit of green too. With the car and on the front of it, or the Kraken on the front of it. Right, Mozzie, let's hand out a last call, see if we can scare these two. We're not scaring that top one in. I think he set the last one out too. Last call, not in. You can't win. Never truer a word has been spoken. You cannot win the lottery unless you buy a ticket. Scotty, wait for Sparks. We had the man's back. Luckily we looked at the chat just when we had to. Hot favourites from the start have got to be Benson, Sparks and Harry. The pressure is on those two. Their teams are demanding a bottle of bubbly at the very least. Can we throw ourselves into the mix and maybe hang about for a wee while? Right, we're through the last call. Those other two aren't getting in. 9 of us. Only takes 2 to have a race, to say. Let's see what shit went down when 9 showed up. Jerry in the house. Hello, Jerry. Does anyone with smoke?
Yes, 2 seconds.
Right, hopefully there's no pit parties. Seems to be letting us all out. It is indeed. Hit your own line, Phantom, if you're on, sir. No interest in a pass. In fact, not even any interest in catching up to him. Much more than that. Again, brakes are flashing on me. Not sure how much of a difference that's making to the speed, if any, but very distracting as always. getting that. Was that the time over? Right, just in case that's not the time over. Gotta keep on. Oh, run over Grady. Over Grady. Well, no hurry. Was that it over? Yes, it was. A 45.4 Phantom with a 45.9 then that would be. Yep, a 45.9. A 46 flat again we've done. We've only dipped into those 45s I think once or twice. A top 3 will be a goddamn badass finish in this one. Harry, you hang on to that top 3 and don't worry about me, he said right before doing the wildest, most craziest first quarter lunge Harry had ever seen. I was a poor lap from Benson as well. God. So what's a good lap? Like whenever you say a poor lap, you mean there's an RB 10th or something in it. Hopefully you're not going to say, tell me, no, I'm on my own hoping to get into the 44s. Good luck, boys. Best overall time so far that we've noted. The only overall time, but it was a good run apparently from Ren, was a 21.17. That's what you just have to beat. Head down. Harry gone, but a chance there, maybe try to see if we can hang in the slip. Hoping JJ was going to get a run on us there. Let JJ in front of us, probably got a bit more pace. If we could nudge him on. Oh, Sparks has died of death as Super GT was in the chicane. Big F in the chat from Mr. Sparks. Again a bit greedy there, needing to turn in a bit earlier. Sparks, thanks for hopping in, mate. We'll hopefully see you around again at some point. Awful. Oh no, JJ has also died of death in the chicane. Super GT would be having a field day with this video. Right, let's see what sort of pace we can have compared to Harry. We are 3.8 behind him. Oh, why did mine not take that chunk? Why did my car not take that chunk? Same way as Rain's seemed to take it so damn easy. His car didn't get unsettled at all. Right, and again, try and get a steady lap. We'll start this lap 4.5 seconds behind, basically. Didn't really like it. Need to keep trying it, but need to find that certain chunk that is reliable. So I've been going, I'm feeling more comfortable on the chicane now. I've been going back to the wee small tiny toe lift instead of a bigger lift. I don't know why I don't go to it sooner. I say it all the time. It's a tiny wee toe lift on the initial, and then you have loads of grip on the front end, and you're still on the car. Yeah, I don't know how those guys are getting threatening to get into 44s, so they are. And easily in the 45s in the race. We're 4.5 seconds back a couple of laps ago, so we're not ridiculously off Harry's pace. If we were up there with Harry, we could perhaps hang in the slipstream for a while and have a bit of fun. Again, brakes just fluttering, but didn't see anything, only the lights. Oh, even Harry. It was a race of Benson. We're just waiting on Benson, and Benson should be pushing. He should be out there pushing, unless he's already threw away a good overall time. He's hopefully out there pushing still. 21:17 said was our best. With Benson, he had already threw away a good time. Perhaps he was feeling lonely. Did he want to see if I could hang with him? Something went wrong for him, or maybe he's had an incident. I feel like I need to press my brake pedal harder, you know. I remember saying that to myself quite a few times about a year ago, whenever I raced. You can significantly see when you put more force into it, it's slowing me down quicker. Even when you think they're already full down, I think I didn't remove the wee rubber or anything from it. There is meant to be a wee rubber on it. But it says on screen that I'm already at full brakes even when I'm not pushing hard. Tires. Still going on this. Just need to try and put it all together and find 46s. I'm near sure the first day we practiced this on lap 10 I done a 46, which made my brain think we should be in those 46s for the whole race. Why am I all of a sudden I cannot see a 46? And my overall time is done as well. That the brain needs to not know anything. Sam says he thinks my G29 pedal ages ago as well, Sam. Well, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. But you think my pedals have lasted the longest, and I haven't even cleaned the proper wee connections yet. Benson or Rain, it was either Benson or Rain was telling me the other day about the proper wee connections, or was it even you, Sam? In fact, it was you, I think. It might have been Benson, but yeah, I'm dreading having to take it apart. I'm dreading something happening to it, Sam, because we'll be on the hand controller and we'll not be playing this game on the hand controller unless we open up lobbies, and we'll have Samba bus races around the dirt. We'll certainly not be. We need the steering wheel and pedals to give us any kind of interest. I'm dreading the day that they stop working fully on me. Yeah, you'll get there, JJ. Just keep on. Stick with the wheel. And them daily races, the best way to do it is to go back into the wee playing zone that you were in 3 or 4 months ago with your hand controller when you first came onto the scene. You were just like, you couldn't get enough of the game. You were enjoying racing that much, and all those daily races and stuff have to help. And you were doing loads of FIAs. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes there in case you want to sort out your wheel. Let's hand out the thanks for joining me, everyone. That's all I need to know for the moment. We're alive. Oh, in fact, Benson was out finishing. Benson couldn't have had a good overall time there. He's had the kind of time that I think me nailing the bollocks out of a race, I would hope to get close to 21.5 minutes. At least into the 21 and 30 something. But he clearly lost a lot of time there when he was in front of us. Yeah, we noticed that. We thought that you had been lonely and were on your way back for a race. The chicane felt a lot better for me that time round. We've done about 5 laps in a row where we just weren't having that big lift. When you have too much of a lift, understeer kicks in. When you just have a wee tiny lift with your toe and you're still on the power, it seems to give you much better turning. Okay, we'll hand out the thanks for joining me, everyone. Only 5 minutes and we'll get an R1 going. We'll maybe have an R wee reboot of the room if we drop down to only 4 or 5 of us. The fastest overall time you went here was a 21:20, a 21:21, and you did. What did Benson do there? A 21:29. But Benson has went off track and had an incident. The fastest we have seen was from Rain earlier, a 21:17 from Rain. Yeah, Benson. Go ahead, mate. There's no hurry, don't. Right, I'm just going to go out and see if I can get into them damn 45s. Well, we'll see how ridiculous our pace is whenever we're just in the middle. Would it help us any in qualifying? Right. Let's see if we can get into these 45s. Totally different guy. Tried to take that corner there, still feel awfully slow in it, but it didn't break until after I'd already started heading in towards the apex and stuff. I usually like on the brakes and then turning in. Every lap, there's no way I would be surviving a race trying to go flat every lap through the chicane. I'd definitely be dying at some point, or at least mistiming my turning as the tyres started kicking in towards the end of the race. Let's try it flat this time, but just so as the brain knows, ha ha ha, it is possible. We already know it's possible. We haven't done it in this car in a while, but we've had it flat in this car before. Right, okay, love. Right. No, again, need a much earlier turn in than that. There's no hurry, don't you worry. I think we should have a reboot anyway, gentlemen. In fact, don't even need to tell you, as you two are bound to be on the chat. We'll have a wee reboot of the room, get ourselves back up to the top of Gran Turismo's most available lobbies. This list right here in front of us. We'll soon be up at the top of that for the guys who want a race at the fewest amount of clicks. Let me know as well if you are wanting to mix it up a bit. We still have the Bathurst one and the Sardinia one there that are coming up over the next few weeks. One of them after the next one. We can load up at any point. Right, load, okay, and we'll try it with a rating this time. We'll have a rating on it this time. We're no rush to get started. It was 5 o'clock. I think that's it. It took everybody. It took most of them that race. I said goodbye to Mr. Sparks, and then JJ followed him the very next lap. JJ probably just seen a top splitter, but Christ and chicane thought to himself, I wanna do that. I wanna do that. If that's what Mr. Sparks does, I'm gonna do it too. And then Harry as well. And then Benson Sense has got him as well. She's tricky. She's certainly, there's no way I wouldn't be approaching it any lap in the race thinking maybe on the last lap if there was a bottle of bubbly in front of me or something like that, and by that stage it's the hardest time to try to nail it flat with your tyre bar. You'd probably end up throwing it all away in the last lap. But I would never be entering that chicane with the thought in my head of I'm not lifting my foot. It would kind of, I'd have to fall into it. I'd have to just turn in and feel like, oh my goodness, nailed the life right out of that. No need for a lift. JJ says, just stick with the seaside. It's in 2 days, so we'll need to practice. I don't think I've had a go at the time trial yet to see if it feels much different. In fact, let's do this. We haven't done this. Let's bounce into the Corvette, because the Corvette on soft tires, now I know it's ridiculous because it's soft tires, it's not really a comparison, but feeling it on worn soft tyres, I feel like if it's possible to feel confident about getting it flat, then it would be in this car here. Let's go out and see. And a lot of people have said this car feels shite on hard tyres. Benson's thinking he can hit it flat every lap as well. Yous are flowing, boys. Yous are flowing. It must be nice when you're flowing that much and feeling that confident. Just really want to try this once. This would totally mess it up, but I don't want to get the feel of driving a different car. Right, we always just said in this car, move your eyes, look where you're going, and turn the steering wheel. The car does exactly what you want it to do usually. Move the eyes, there it is, turn the wheel. And yeah, not a poor entry, but still easy to get it flat and only have a scrape on the wall there. Whenever you turn the wheel, the car does turn in for you. The Jag, when you turn the wheel that much, she just doesn't. She understeers on into the wall. That's probably the nicest car in the chicane that I have driven. Right. Maybe it's our library is slowing us down, Stephen. Perhaps it's time for a change. Okay, yes, you. If you're as fast as you, JJ, there's skill there. You know, if you do something, I think if you do something long enough and over and put enough time into it, if you're good at a racing game, basically, it doesn't matter what racing game you go to. If they brought out Mario Kart tomorrow and that was the only racing game in the world and we were all on Mario Kart, Benson would be hauling ass, JJ would be rating fast, I'd be rating fast. But yeah, no matter what kind of racing game it is, if you like racing and you put time into it, there's some boys that are just extra special. They always seem to be able to get. It's a lot easier when you've been there before as well. I think Benson's been there before, so I know when I stopped playing the motocross game, whenever I was right up there, I'm in competitive times compared to our people in the world. When I was up there dead close, and then I left the motorbike game and came back, even though my consistency wasn't there, my speed was there. For maybe 2 or 3 laps, whenever there was no bumps and ruts and all on the track, my speed was always still there. It was just the mistakes and consistency that vanished. So because Benson has been there and he's been doing those speeds before, he's just the wee lines and that just become comfortable. I can remember playing the motocross game over and over, and having to every lap, I mean, keep on going for the big lines. I mean, just keep doing it, even though you'll crash, you'll end up having terrible races. You keep going for those big lines, and eventually those big lines just start to happen. They start to flow. You start to clear the quads and stuff, and then because those are the lanes that you're hitting regularly, they're just normal till you a flat out section or stuff like that there. It's a lot more of a step up in this game, obviously, compared to motocross games in terms of the amount of people playing it. But there's not that many people who's up there, I think, in the top split in terms of the special ones who are consistently up there. And then just underneath, I mean, those top maybe 50, 100 guys, I mean, that if they all showed up, they're all on a different level. Just under that is like the fucking main competition of the whole game. There must be thousands and thousands and thousands of people who have the speed, and they're just not as consistent. Will I be on a Red Dead later? Yeah, probably at some point this evening. I'll hop on and do a wee delivery or something. Sam says the BM is also very stable in the chicane. There's no hurry, don't you worry. Raid will let them know that we're live. But hey, thanks for joining me, everyone. And I make your way to Trek Plays as we're starting soon. Did you hear the rumours? There was a guy with a lobby opened. There was 5 people on tracks, and apparently this man was gonna have a race. JJ Balding didn't believe him though. He was sitting in the pit lane chilling out. Is Benson out on track? Did he ever come back? He is. Benson's out driving, so he's back in the car anyway. Race Tiger. To the office, please, sir. 62 libraries, 18 out of 62 were sexy enough to share them with the community. Is that the wee green one we were looking at? That is nice. That's nice, and nice wee Christmassy one. Come here, I'm gonna have a wee repost of that, and with no balaclava or nothing. Dick Turpin did wear a mask, but not today. Nothing else to nosy. Who else was in the house? Or we've had you before, Mr. No, I've no libraries. Oh dear. Nothing there. Mr. 3-letter Saka Light. To the office, please, sir, with yourself and your 46 libraries, of which none of them made him want the shirt. Crack. Mr. Crack 1999 mark. To the office, 146 libraries and nothing at all. He was disgusted with every library he made. He never uploaded any of them. Everybody loves somebody sometime. All in, good to go. Boom, boom, no guilty feelings in this one. 8 people turned up that day. The question was, surely Gran Turismo was going to let 8 of them out. Has to. And 1, 2, 3. sassy, baby. Don't you worry about shaking that. You worry about staying fencing. Fencing's the man. And we need to stick to the glue. Oh, JJ, 9 pence. Oh, damn it, now the slipstream's gone. Young man, what happened? Oh, he's bringing it back, he's bringing it back. Thank you, sir, thank you. Right, just follow him. Let the slipstream work it out for you. You're going to have to start taking that line that he's taking there to finish as well. Oh, with the big lift from the coast and we'll watch the man. Come on. No, I would say still will be going now around this first corner. We're running it at all, I wonder. No, we're not, we're just out of it. F46 flat. Still. Let's just try the chicane flat anyway. Got the turn in a lot better, still a wee bit earlier. Needing to come in, but close to getting it. Don't you worry, we can take our time. Come a little closer, let's go over what I am. Honey, oh, in fact, that's what I wonder. Trying to get myself a cigarette here. I got the things that is required for that process. I do not see any damn filter tips. No menthol ones anyway. Luckily in this bag there is rolling papers and filter tips. Set them out there so they're ready to rumble. 43 seconds left, 43 seconds I think. 43 seconds may just be possible. It was just about possible in the end. Right, one dancing, you get your head down and be at that 21.17. Just about climbing. Come on, bring me back. Let me play with the man for another wee bit. Again, we're not turning early enough for that one. For that threat, we're being trapped around these ones. And it's gone. How quickly will he just drive away from us now? Not belong to anything, banging with him. Well, we've learnt that our car does not like a chunk of that one. Hard to hang with him as well whenever he was getting that better exit. You seen when he got that a better exit than the chicane, even though it was only a slightly better exit, he kept pulling even though we were in the slipstream the rest of the straight with the better momentum. think of that. Stop it. You fool. Oh. Jim is in the house. Hello, Jim. The usual. He probably died in the days again, and he doesn't keep going. But yet, he says keep running this track because we need practice on it. He acknowledges that he needs practice, but the practice is here, and he doesn't want it. That's why in the next race, you'll maybe make a mistake early days again because you haven't stayed in the races to at least to find a flow in time for the next one. JJ. That was an awful chicane there now. Right, we need to focus again for the end of this one because this is a half decent run for us. Could be a wee bit quicker. Ourselves, although we probably stole an extra couple of seconds at the start of the race in the slipstream. So it's a steady run at the moment. That was a very poor lap of 48. Right. Yeah, it always does collect a few people in the dead chicane, doesn't it? In the FIAs. Right, one more lap. Okay, our first overall time of a steady run for us. Right, so if we can just survive this, I think it's a pretty good run for us. For maybe a wee 4 or 5 seconds more time for us to drive a bit faster on our own. Although we definitely were helped out there for the first couple of laps in the slipstream as well. And our overall time, yeah, so it's around about what I thought in the brain. That was a good run for us. If a perfect race for us would be dipping under the 21 and a half minutes. If it dipped into the 21:20s, even if it was a 29, that would basically be us nailing the life out of a race. I can't remember what that overall actually was there. Let's go and have a quick check. Did it set the new record? No, but it's 5 seconds off. So a good run there for Benson. That was a good run for us as well. Like I say, 10 seconds off Benson isn't too bad at all. That would maybe be top split. The winner of top split, I would maybe be within 15 to 20 seconds there if I can run my own race. Had a half decent run, but still plenty left. I've not much left. Depends on how much I was helped there by you the first couple of laps. If I totally ignore that, I've about another 5 or 6 seconds left in me. We're just being a wee bit more focused and a bit more tidier. We missed a few apexes in last 3 or 4 laps, and well, a poor run through the chicane twice. So there's definitely 5 or 6 seconds, but again, I could have been a couple of seconds quicker just because you were in front of me. He is wanting to go again, lads, or will we have a wee reboot and a change of race? Yes, Benson, nice. Thanks for hopping on, sir. Nice to see you. You're making me hungry. You're gonna go cook. I'm alright. Let's throw out a thanks for the practice for the moment, and we'll go and decide what we're gonna do. 6:45. Was there anyone about to have a race on some of our favourite tracks? We 4-lap dashes. Monza's always a popular race as well. It'll be the same at Suzuka. One of the police lobbies, do you think, JJ, for a wee laugh, for a wee chill about, for a wee while, where is it, the tracks? There's a couple on the Sardinia track, and we'll haul ass on it if needed. Real driving, police needed. There's only 5 of them in that one. It's the only popular ones. 160 kilometers, no super streetcar. Need cap. There's 11 in that one. 11. We'll go for the 11 one. No super. 160 streetcar. So we'll have to choose a streetcar then. Is that what he's saying? Don't you worry, we can take our time. Come a little closer, let's go over what I had in mind. Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights down low. So bored has left the run. What was the reason? I wonder. Right, so what sort of cars are they in? M40s, F40s, Hurricanes, right, so I can basically pick. I can pick what I want. You're letting me pick what I want. Give me that damn safety car. Are we on super softs and all? Is he going to allow super softs? They usually have the fuel settings set up very high in these lobbies as well, so you have to keep on coming in and pitting. Hopefully I can get in the lobby, says JJ. Hopefully my car has a bit of pace around here. 160 kilometers. What's 160 kilometers? It's about 100 miles an hour, isn't it? 120. Okay. Oh, he's out in his police vehicle. That was a policeman. Mr. Taylor was in the room as well. Oh, in the background, getting the arse of the car throughout. Oh, that's a lot of skidding. That has got to be a pullover of the man. Slicer lights. Lean on, lean on. Pull yourself over. Oh, some of the indicator as well. I'm gonna hang with him in this car now. Oh. We'll try to pit maneuver him. Can we just stop him? Park in front of him. No, on he goes, on he goes. He wants a chase. I don't think we'll have the speed. Look at him, he's rubbing it in our faces. The guy clearly needs pit manoeuvred. Excuse me, sir. You're under arrest. There's a ticket. Now you behave yourself in the future. Right, the brakes are crapping this. Isn't JJ in the house? Did JJ ever get in? JJ did get in. Was JJ a policeman? Sturdy's in the house as well. They're all wanting a bit of role play. My goodness. JJ's just going to be the guy that annoys the police a bit. Yep, the brakes confirmed yet again to be absolutely, virtually non-existent. Again, we'll drive like a wee granny, like a proper policeman. And there, that guy's a lot of respect for the police, driving slow as fuck. JJ has been waiting on us coming round to spin the wheels. Get away, JJ, look at that car you're in as well. How am I meant to catch you? Pit manoeuvre was authorised. Oh, look, he's just driving away. Cheater, cheater. He's a hacker. We need more police. We need to get a roadblock because we're not catching him. Oh, he's just out in that wee car as well. Oh dear. Oh, JJ's ramming people off. He needs to be stopped immediately. Look, how's he coasting? How's he coasting? That shit shouldn't be allowed. My car's a bit out as well. That's me flat out. Excuse me, sir. Pull over. And they don't usually have settings on here where you can go and fix your car. It's usually permanent damage. What other cars is there? Should we just go out in a car and haul some ass? Road cars, he says. Right, select by regulation. Category. Road cars. What's in the N1000? There's a police one in the N1000. That will be fast, but virtually non-drivable. Let's go and give it a go anyway. This will be a nightmare to try and drive this. Jamie in the house. Hello, Jamie. Game just crashed. Hopefully you'll be able to get on once it boots up again. Not a problem, sir. This one's going to be a nightmare, I think, to drive. No brakes. Just pretend it's no brakes, Stephen. Oh, where do you want me to brake? At the top of the hill? My goodness. At least we should have a bit of straight line speed. I don't know how long I'll hang about here now for, JJ. Don't you worry, we can take our time. No, your car can't take that flat out. Would that be classed as a drift? I don't know. Let's try and drift it on super soft tires like so. No, that's not how you drift. Oh, Mr. Taylor is out. Must be scar. No, that's not really a drift either. JJ's out, flying about. Yep, we'll drift that on round again. Why not? Can I take off without it skidding on me? A shitload of power. Yep, now on. There seems to be incidents going down here in the background. Come on, kid. Oh, JJ. Locked in. Yep, the young man is causing mayhem. Oh, oh! Yep, I think is the young man whizzed in. I think the young man has been caught and off to jail. He surely is off to jail. What's it like inside this one? No wing mirror. I should be driving this one with a clutch and all really. And the gear, shouldn't I? Yep, I should indeed ride 3 feet. And then we can get a bit of revving it out, dropping the clutch. Oh, what am I doing? Stop. Right forward. I don't know how long lobbies like this entertain me for. Maybe just a little while. Is there anything to watch? JJ's out wall railing. A big red face. Dropping off pieces of there's the wee tent field that everybody goes to with their two main tents. I think I've had enough. I think I've had enough of that. I prefer the Tokyo one. The Tokyo one feels a lot more like you're in a proper road. Lots more like a racetrack. What will we do? It is 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. What will it do? I will win a £20 million car live on stream for the first time. No, there wasn't even one offered. Just give me a race car then, not a road car. A race car, please, Mr. Turismo. No. Stick that one where the sun don't shine. Another one that will never be used. What's coming up? What's coming up? A go-kart race. I wish my go-kart in this game handled properly. I really do. I don't know what to do with their settings. I want to go and try that now. Does any of you know what people do with their steering wheel settings in order to make a go-kart drivable in this game? Time trial. Let's see if we can. It was the short Red Bull, I believe. Where you going, baby? Here and I got you. I'll have a wee bit of daytime. No, I hit daytime in the rain, didn't I? Surely that wasn't in the rain. Red Bull. That was, I hit rain. Sunrise, fire in the sky. Right now I need to go into my own cars and regulations. Category. A wee bit of Group X, please. Mr. Turismo, where are you? 125 shifter. Manual. JJ's no idea what to do. Well, my steering wheel settings are different than what they were before anyway. They're now at 068. So we'll maybe play with them ourselves. We'll go out now and see how it feels, if it's any worse than what it usually is. Car settings. Oh, get out of there! No, like how the fuck? As if driving a go-kart feels like that. Like you're not allowed to turn your wheel. You know what I mean? It does not feel nice at all. Look at that. How much? Turns with virtually nothing. Right, so let's go into options. Go down to detailed. Force feedback. Sensitivity. Let's turn it right down, and it was on 8. What does that do? It's still very swingy and sway. The go-karts aren't like that. They're not. You know what I mean? You bring me this here track for a go-kart day and you think I'm going to drive out of the track and make a fool of myself like this. Oh, that shit will knock it down. We can all drive a fucking go-kart. My 10-year-old nephew or niece to drive a go-kart, no problem. Better than I can drive a go-kart on this. Again, something else that needs changing. You cannot touch that steering wheel at all. It's just swaying back and forth like a dinger. Back in. And I think that's really all you can change on it. So we'll put that back to 8. Yeah, go-karts in this game are just crap. For me anyway. I don't know what it is. Oh, that's went about. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, what a munch. It just came. I think we've reached the end of proceedings. Ladies, he let me see that tray over. I think the stream's going to have to be ended. Watch this. What comes down? The greatest. Can we just lift the camera up and point it at it? Look at that. My goodness. All sorts of munchies there. Will be in my belly in no time. There's potato skins, there's scampi, cheesy bites, prawns, mushrooms with bacon and oh my god, it's gonna be a good night tonight. You think turn the force feedback down? I don't think that'll be what it is. I'll try that in case it is, right? Like I can basically turn that right down to 1. I very much doubt that's gonna stop it from swaying like that. I mean, wind your neck in Gran Turismo. Have you ever in your life? Yeah, no, it's pathetic. Absolutely the worst experience of any kind of game I've ever had driving. Look at just the swinging. What is he thinking? He's dancing, he's got music on, he's listening to Stevie Wonder or something. But he's not here to try to go fast. No, I'm done. Never ask me to play go-karts in this game. That shall never be done. And in the last wee sim that I had, the go-kart was my favourite one to drive. We always used to have the steering wheel in front of us and all felt badass. Right, let's get those settings back to what they were. Well, that was meant to be a 6. 0, 6, 8. Boom, boom. Thank you very much. Anyone who's hopped in throughout the day for a wee race or a wee waffle, we'll be back on again as soon as we can. We'll probably have a wee go at Red Dead the night if any of you are interested in hopping in. I'm not sure we'll stream it or not, but we'll definitely be doing something. Right, I'm off. Take care. Catch you on the flip side.